If you want to do that, the research has been done, we can do it. What would have to be paid for is the removal of the existing ping pong table. We would hope to either sell it or donate it. And then the new table and its setup. So those would be resident-borne expenses. We don't have any room in the budget. The budget's already created for this year. So we don't have extra funds that we could do it for you. But if you want to do it, that's resident initiated and resident taken care of. So my personal opinion is it's a great idea to have multi-use and not just one thing that can be done there. And there's enough room for it. It comes with the cues and the balls, so it's up to you. I think that will come through the council. Yes?
How easily is the table converted from one to another? Pool table to ping pong, ping pong back to pool table. Would it be one on one day, one on another day? What is the proposal?
No, I think it's very easy and it can be changed up. The slab that goes on the top to make it usable for ping pong is fairly light. Probably would need 2 people to lift it and put it on, just for safety's sake. But the pool table part stays that way, so you could change it between people. I don't think that part is difficult. It actually looks like something that could be valuable. So again, that's up to you. I'm just bringing the proposal forward, but I think there's going to be a survey that's going to come around asking about your involvement and asking about who wants to endorse it financially. Okay? Any other questions on that? Okay, tech help. I know I need help with my technology often, so, and you do too, and we're trying to provide you the help that you need. However, the tech help that you get, the 30 minutes a month, you need to sign up for in the book in the lobby. Can you hear me? Okay. We cannot do more than that in order to give everybody a chance to have the help that they need. But we do have the additional tech help Monday through Friday in the dining room with our servers, and there's no charge for that. And that's, you don't need an appointment for that either. You don't need to sign up, you just show up. So you have 2 avenues to go to get help with your technology. So I know that Jacqueline and Mikhail have been getting a lot of requests, and they can't answer all of them. So we're going to have to go with the sign up in the book so that everybody gets a fair shot. Okay? Wow, you all took your yes pills today. Yes. So there was a survey about the movie that you wanted to watch. So I've got the survey result is, yes, Fabelmans. Yeah. So that'll be great. It's a movie I want to see too, so if you see it first, don't tell me. Okay. Safety and security. This is something that I am really very strong about. Safety and security is all of our responsibilities. We all have to be actively involved in keeping our environment safe and secure. So sometimes there are things on the floor. Those could be trip hazards. Please don't leave them there and walk away. If you yourself don't want to bend over and pick them up, that's fine. But if you would ask somebody else, a staff member, to do that for you, that's fine, or someone to get a staff member. We don't want things on the floor. We don't want anybody to be in danger of tripping. So we just all have to be aware and just stop and pick it up. What's really serious are spills. So if you see water on the floor, in the elevator, please stay with it and ask someone else to go get the help. And then we'll call housekeeping and we'll take care of it. But spills need to be stayed with until there's staff there to manage it, because those could be a serious problem. Okay? Are we good with that? Okay. And the garage. So this was true in the building where I used to work as well. And we were all required to wait before we pull away from the gate until the garage door is completely shut. So to pull away with that garage door open, that's like leaving your front door open. Would any of you do that? No. And we still live here in the city, so we have to be cautious. Wait until the gate is down before you pull away. And if you're pulling into the garage, also check the surroundings and make sure there's nobody walking where you're about to be driving. So that we're all just, you have to just be hyper aware when you're pulling in and out of the garage. But please man that gate. Don't let the gate remain open with you not there watching. If you're watching and your car is standing right there, it's not likely that somebody's going to try to scoot in. But if you pull away and leave the door open, they could. And then we've got real problems here in the building. So that's for all of us, staff included. Everybody has to be cautious with that garage gate. Good? Promise?
Does your car have to be a certain distance away from the gate before it will close? And if so, what is that?
How far is that distance, Agazi?
It just has to pass the gate. There is a laser sensor, so it's just by adjacent to the door. So all you have to do is just 3-4 feet away from the door, then it will close itself.
Okay, so the question was, how far away from the gate do you need to be in order for it to close? So what Agazi said is there's a laser right there, so you just need to be out of the laser beam, and obviously you don't want the gate hitting your bumper either. So yeah, just pull a couple of feet out and the gate will come down. It takes about how long for the gate to get down?
25 seconds.
25 seconds. We all have 25 seconds to spare. Okay, and kind of staying in that same zone, so work orders. If there's something that you need to get done in your apartment, some of you have been emailing or calling and leaving messages for Agazi or Almaz. They're sometimes not in the building, and then a lot of days could go by before that gets answered. If you call reception and tell them you need to place a work order, that gets distributed to several of us so that somebody can attend to that. And we're not relying on the one person to do it. So if Agazi isn't here and it's on the work orders, Almaz may see it and she may come up and take care of it, or vice versa. But it's just the much more efficient way of getting things done. I don't want you frustrated saying, I called Agazi 3 days ago and he hasn't come. Well, he was on vacation for a week. That's why. So with you not knowing necessarily who's in the building or not, use our work order system, and that way your needs will get taken care of a lot faster. Any questions on that?
I have 2 questions. Has it ever been considered to use paper requests rather than calling and having someone at the front desk scribble it on a small piece of paper. Secondly, if security and safety are number one priorities, I have heard about disappearances from apartments, and there are two kinds. One is something small that any one of us might mislay. The other is more major, and I'm wondering what is being done to address disappearances in the past and at present in the building. When I moved in, I had no idea that this was something that happened, and apparently it is.
Okay, could you all hear that? Okay, so let me address the first thing. If you would like to write your requests down and leave them with reception, they will be thrilled. So it's much easier for them to take your written request and then add it to the work order system. Then you're right, write it down while you're saying it. So absolutely, written word is wonderful. In terms of missing items, I would like to hear about those, please. So if you're finding something missing from your apartment, please call me. I will take some of the other managers and we'll come up, and first thing we'll do is try to look for it, because we all misplace things. And then I need to know. And if it's something significant, we might need to call the police. We might need a police report for it. I have not heard that this is a major occurrence in this building. I would hope it is not. I would like to believe that all of your items are safe, but if they're not, I need to know. Otherwise, if this is something that's seriously going on, I need to know that right away. So we'll address it. I would also suggest you don't leave your apartment doors unlocked. Yeah, I know that happens. Yeah, please lock your doors. Yes, you're all comfortable here. This is your home. You trust your neighbors. Sometimes there are vendors in the building. We don't know. The best course is lock your doors, which is why you all have keys.
Could that message go out strongly to the housekeeping Could that message go out strongly to housekeeping staff who leave doors unlocked after the apartments are cleaned?
100%. Almaz is right here, and that will be addressed in her next department meeting. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. These are things that we need to know. If they're happening, the only way we can fix things is if we know. So, thanks. Anything else on this? Nope. And we're going to be working on, sometimes there are things that you would like done in your apartment that are not part of maintenance, hanging pictures, doing other tasks in the apartment. So we're going to create a rate sheet where there's kind of a flat rate for that task. So if you need it done, you know what it's going to cost you. And it's not a matter of, well, this took 15 minutes, and you say, no, it only took 5. So we don't want to get into something like that. So I think it's easier to know, if I need pictures hung, this is what it's going to cost, and those items. So Agassi's putting together a list of the commonly asked for tasks, and we'll create that. So sometime in the near future, we'll have that for you. Sound good? You have a question?
Yes, there are things that the house will do for us every year, but most of us never were told those things. For instance, carpet cleaning can be done every year. Turning mattresses can be done every year. Things of that ilk, and I would love to see that sort of stuff pulled out from under the pillow.
Okay, so you would like a list of those things so that you know what we can do. We can do that, right? Almaz, yeah? She's going to get a microphone.
Yes, about carpet cleaning, we do it once a year upon request. We're not going to each apartment, we say, yes, it's a year now, we need to do your carpeting. It is upon request. Anybody put a work order and say, hey, my apartment need a carpet cleaning, we willing to have it. And I have all the record for each carpet cleaning for 10 years, I have it. From the time I get responsibility of the carpet cleaning. About mattress flipping, we don't have it anywhere. It's say we do it once a year. This is upon request for the resident and done by maintenance and have to pay back for it. It is charged by the time they spend it. And it is continue. Anybody requesting have to write exactly the time in the work order, what days before the housekeeper come. It is done, and resident have to pay for that service. We don't have it anywhere say it is going to be done.
Okay, do we have a list of the things that we do on resident request? Can I send that out with a memo?
No, we don't have.
We don't have such a thing. It's just carpet cleaning.
Yes,
Okay,
thanks.
just carpet cleaning. So flipping mattresses is heavy work. If you need that done, that'll have to be a work order. So let's put that on the list. Okay?
You might include, which is included, every year or twice a year, is balcony cleaning, which means we have to clear our balconies. Now I've forgotten what the,
Is that power washing the balconies?
yes.
Is that you?
Yes, it's done once a year,
Right.
usually by,
It may be a good idea to just have that included on the list so people are aware. And I think it's done twice a year. Window cleaning also.
yes, we do that.
Yes.
Usually we do it after winter when summer is about to come. That's when we clean it. But we also clean decks, we power wash decks upon request. Some residents ask for it, they put a work order for it, so we have all the equipment, we just go ahead and wash it. Same thing with new move-ins. All new move-in apartments, we clean the decks.
Any other questions?
Yeah, approximately how long after you request carpet cleaning should it be done? I asked sometime last year, and may have been December or November, and still nothing has happened.
Okay, could you put that request in? Did it go, how did you request that?
I talked to the person at the front desk, and I presume it was a she. but
Okay.
He or she said they would submit it for me.
Okay, we'll get that submitted. It's on. Okay, anything else? Nope. So, whoops, how'd that happen? These got out of order. Sorry, we'll do this. So here's some exciting news for you. Here is a gift from Era Living. Era Living entered into a contract with Comcast to provide you all with internet. So, yeah, free. Yes. Yeah, I expected more than that. Yeah, really. So not only are there, Comcast will provide the router and the modem in each apartment. There will be no charge for that. I know those of you who have had Comcast service know they charge for the service, and they charge rental on the equipment, so you won't pay for the equipment either. Era Living will be paying for that, and you're getting an upgraded TV package, which is about $150 or so channels. I will have the list tomorrow, and we'll include that of the new channels. Our understanding is they're not changing where the channels are, so channel 30 will be the same, but you'll have more options. So that's good, including streaming Peacock. So yeah, this is a big deal. They're doing this across all of the communities for all of you. Those of you who already had Comcast probably have already seen a reduction in your bill. Yes? Yeah. Because this actually started February 15th. So if you were already paying, they already credited you, and you won't be billed going forward. So yeah, this is great. So when Comcast comes to do this, and they're doing it community by community, so they're not going to do us until probably late March or early April, but we have to put some things in place in order to be ready for them. The Comcast representative will come, and they're going to go apartment to apartment, so all of that will be scheduled so you know when they're coming to your floor. Probably not your specific apartment, but when they'll be on your floor. But ahead of that, I need this. So I'm sending you a memo tomorrow, which will have the details of this so that you'll have a written copy of it. And there'll also be a form attached to it that you need to sign, because in order for Comcast to do this, they need your phone number. And we cannot release that without your permission. So basically what this form is you agreeing to us releasing your phone number. You don't have to give me your phone number. We have those on file, but I need you to check the I agree box and then just print your name and hand it in to reception by Monday, please. Then we can put together all that Comcast needs so that we're in the queue and ready to go as soon as they're ready to come here. Does that make sense to you? If you don't want internet and you don't want to be part of this package, you can check off the I do not agree. You don't have to have it. I don't know why you wouldn't want it, but you don't have to have it. Do you have a question?
Excuse me, are you going to print out that other sheet so we can see that, get a copy of what we're supposed to get?
This is basically what it's going to look like. It says authorization to...
I mean the other sheet that tells us what we're...
Oh, I didn't have a slide of it. I'm going to do it tomorrow with the community update. So on that, it'll be included this form plus the memo, which goes through all the details about the Comcast installation. Yeah. Oh, Agazi left with the microphone.
Xfinity is Comcast, just for that clarification.
Oh, thank you, Jacqueline.
So if you have Xfinity, it is still Comcast. Comcast is the parent company. So some of you may have seen on your Xfinity bill that notice.
With this upgrade, will we be able to use Alexa?
That has nothing to, that's a separate
Well, you
function.
have to hook up through the internet. Well, you have to hook up through something in this building, and I can't do it. And
So-
neither could, what's his name, who does everything right?
Jacqueline's about to answer you.
So the K4 Alexas that were distributed are able to work without this service. So if you are having problems with that, please see Mikhail or myself, but you do not need this package to work with a K4 enabled Alexa. If you have an Alexa that you purchased on your own, which has nothing to do with K4, you need internet for that. We don't work with that service in the building. Only K4 Alexas, which were issued by University House Wallingford.
So then, those Alexas are only for internal use?
Correct. The ones that we issue, so if I've ever issued you an Alexa, That works inside University House without this internet package or any other internet.
Do you know what would be involved with being able to use a privately purchased Alexa?
Please sign up for a tech time and we'll be able to help you with that.
Well, I did, and I didn't get help.
I will come help you separately.
Thank you.
Can I have a mic over here? Thank you.
Thank you. Does this package that we're going to be getting include our internet router, the rental?
Yes, you won't be paying a rental anymore.
Oh, that's for our private one.
If you're paying for one now, you should see a credit on your bill.
Oh, really?
Yes, check your bill.
Very good.
Yes, it is very good.
Yeah, and the charge that they have for the internet service itself is
Correct.
also
Correct.
free. Ooh,
Yes.
that sounds good.
Arrow Living is taking over those charges.
I just wanted to say that I got my Xfinity bill yesterday and it did have the credit on it.
Okay, you were paying them for internet?
Yes.
Okay, call and tell them
No,
that...
I did get credit.
Oh, you did get credit?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Then it's working. Anyone else?
Hands where it also worked.
Anyone else? No, and the speed of the internet is 200, that was on the other slide. So you should be able to stream, so you'll have the availability to stream through Peacock, so there's movies on there and old TV shows, it should be great. So, okay. So that was the big happy news for the day. Any of you who want to at any time sign up for automatic bill payment, please see Zach. We're always happy to do that. That's something that you can not worry about every month, is writing a check and getting the check down there. You can just have the money taken directly from your account. Understand that you will always get your monthly invoice anyway. So it's not like they're going to take money and you're not going to know what you're paying. You will know. You get those toward the end of the month, and they don't pull the money until the beginning of the month, the next month. So you've got days in there, if there was something on there that you were questioning, there's time for that to be rectified before the funds are pulled. It's just an easier way for you to get your bills taken care of. One less thing to worry about.
How does this affect people who have their own modem and have only a cell phone number from another company?
You have a modem, your own modem for your own internet?
Yes.
Well, when they come to install the system, you will get a free modem and free internet from Comcast.
You can still use your own. You just have to tell Xfinity.
What, that you have that modem?
You can still use your own if it's compatible, yes.
Yeah, if you want to. But understand that if you use their equipment, when they do an upgrade across their equipment, you're going to get that upgraded. If you're using your own private one, that you will not get that upgrade. So I think put your own modem away and use their free one. That would be my advice. So, any questions unrelated to any of this? Anything else that you want to go over or ask or say? Oh my gosh, so quiet. I'm not used to this much quiet.
We'll do our best to talk. Years ago, we used to have a guy called Gabriel from one or another of the Walker companies come twice a year, I think, to have a session of tuning up walkers. It stopped over COVID. I don't think it's restarted.
Not that I know of. There are a lot of things that happened pre-COVID that could use a restart. Could you send me an email message?
Absolutely.
Thank you. That'll help me remember. Tabby?
I have an answer to this question as well. We have Select Rehab, who we are now working with for a quote-unquote walker clinic. We had one just a couple months ago. They do this at no charge to you, but all of the companies we had previously have not really resumed service on this. So Gabriel, I've contacted a few other people. Select Rehab is the only person that we've found currently who's doing walker clinics, and I can reach back out to see when they're available for another one. But we just had one not too long ago, probably 2 or 3 months ago. I know we had 8 people sign up for that, so we can do that again. If it was on the calendar, you do not have to be part of Select Rehab. Use them, you just have to read the calendar. I will put it in the elevator next time it happens.
And just to piggyback about the
She's got one.
Okay, just to piggyback about the company that we had. I think I need to raise my voice a little bit. So just to piggyback, we had a contract, Aaron had a contract with Gabe, that was the company, but the contract after, prior to COVID, the contract was stopped. So we don't have any contract with Gabe anymore. So it seems like it wasn't really working. The residents were paying a little bit more, and so it wasn't serving them the right purpose. So that contract ended. So not because of the COVID, but because the residents' needs were not being met by the company, Gabe.
So watch in the elevator. That's why Life Enrichment doesn't want to give up any of those spaces in the elevator, because they have all of this information. So always watch for these things, and when they happen, sign up. Hang on. Why not? It's also on your calendar. The elevator is just a snapshot of what's happening right now. It's imminent, but your calendar goes across the month, so you can prepare for that stuff.
All those spaces opposite the mailboxes on the first floor.
Wait, somebody back there wanted to speak.
I'm sorry? I'm simply saying there's lots of different places to put it. Obviously, I did not track down and find it, and I needed a Walker tune-up for my brakes. So if you would please put it someplace where I can see it, or at least, and I'm sorry, the annual calendar, monthly calendar, is not really helpful for me.
Okay,
Maybe I don't belong here.
no, then please don't say that. All right, Jacqueline, when that Walker tune-up happens, would you let me know, and I'll put it in the weekly memo. How was that? Okay, you got it. There was a question in the back?
Yes. Do we have anybody on staff who can help newcomers learn how to use the equipment in the fitness room?
Do you see why I wanted the leadership team here?
So this is an ongoing conversation that Deborah and I were having on how we could assist not just newcomers, but anybody with fitness equipment. The answer is we don't know how to provide that support with staff because they're not trained on that equipment to keep you safe from using that. So we are trying to figure out how we can provide someone at no charge to you who can show you individually as your physicality allows for each equipment. Personally, we cannot have any of our staff members show you because if you get hurt, then we're liable for it. But this is something that has been brought up multiple times. I am working on it, but there is no one simple answer. But I will continue this conversation with Lita so you guys can figure out how to get some fitness help. I know it's a big thing. Questions on that?
Can't Select do this also?
For a fee that they want to charge. I would answer that.
Yeah,
That-
for a fee.
Tabby-
Since you don't have staff that is available, that would be something.
I'll be able to answer that. So Select, remember, they are contracted by Medicare. So their billing is based on if you are on physical therapy or PT. So the best thing you can do is get orders for your from your doctor, send them to me, wellness, the main number, my card is outside there, and then as part of your therapy, that's a good way to learn how to use the machine. If you need to know the verbiage of what orders you need to write, I'm happy, or Marian is happy to let you know. There has to be specific verbiage. And we're happy to write that down, and it can also go with a memo. So get those orders, and that's very easy. It can be part of your exercise program. Otherwise, they cannot do that for free. Number two, you also have to, it has to be a contract with them because they have to be paid. Their hours are billed per either 45 minutes or half an hour. This can be OT or PT.
Okay.
If you're already on PT and OT, this is a good opportunity for you to let them know you'd like to learn how to use the machines down here. Any question or clarification?
Yes, I have a question. What many of us will receive.
Sorry.
Well, many of us receive instructions on how to use that and promptly forget them. I'm one of them. However, at where we used to live, our fitness center at Suncadia, it was, had beautiful signs up that are advertisements from the various machine manufacturers whose machines they are using. And they're very nicely illustrated. Anyone can follow them with basic instructions on how to use the machine, which buttons to work on first, 1, 2, and 3, and all that sort of thing. They're available. They're a little bit costly, maybe $25 or so for, I don't know. But they're very helpful in the meantime for anyone.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good point. I'll talk to Marianne and see what she can do to facilitate that. And if that's something she can work on, we can work together and we can have those posted if that's something that they can do.
I have a question about masks. Are we condemned to use them forever? Or the latest report I've read is that masks make no difference. None whatsoever. And so what I'm wondering is, do we have to wear our masks because this building is certified as an assisted living place? Or so it's a matter of complying with state health regulations? Or is there some flexibility?
There is no flexibility on the mask mandate. So senior living falls under the healthcare umbrella, as does all of your other medical appointments, your dental appointments. They all fall under that, and currently there is a mandate to wear a mask. So you wear masks in all the common areas. We wear masks all the time. I have not heard anything about the mask mandate being lifted. The situation changes, across time. So I'm not saying forever, I don't know.
Is the mandate from the state health department?
Yes.
Thank you.
So things may change when they lift federally all of the COVID things, as well as all of the free testing, which will probably go away. So all of that could change in May with the announcement coming from the federal government. But we're still under state guidelines, and I haven't heard that our governor is planning on lifting anything. I think he's gone about as far as he chooses to at this moment. COVID's still spreading.
The study that Gail referenced, I don't think closes the door on the significance of wearing a mask, and particularly with some of the new variants. It's a well-done study, but it is not the be-all and end-all of masking. And I think it'll be interesting to see what CDC comes out with in terms of recommendations that then would filter down to the local and state health departments.
Yeah, we'll see. But the studies do show that it helps. So if wearing a mask is going to help you not get COVID, wear the mask. Or the flu, or RSV, or any of the other things that are floating around. So a little thing that we can do to help us stay healthy. We've been very lucky in this building. Let's stay that way, please. All right? There is spread of COVID out in other communities. So I like it the way it is right now. So please wear your mask. I actually tested this morning because I knew I was going to take my mask off to speak to you. So I made sure that I was good to go, at least for today. But as soon as we close here, my mask goes back on. It's just part of life for now. Don't fight it. Anything else?
Just a quick question. P2 is our recycle place, or not recycle, but resale? You seldom go down to P2.
Yeah.
Where on P2 is it? Left.
Left. When you get out of the elevator, go left.
Which elevator?
Well, they both go to the same place. Yeah, yeah.
Go left.
Go left, young man.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's 3:48. Do you want to keep talking for 12 more minutes? No? Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
That was really good news.
Yes. I ordered you a new one. It should be here tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, because I opened it up and it was broken inside.
People didn't believe it. This is a joke.
Yeah, I saw the work order. It's still on. And yeah, it's coming probably tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to get you a brand new one. A little bit.
Summer's nice, right. But, you know, the nice thing about first floor is people walk by. Oh, they can take the female stairs down here. Right. It's not a natural pass by, but we still have to get our two volunteers, so we'll announce that at the next meeting. Great. Yeah. All right, very good.
Since I'm on mask,
I have been meaning to get a recorder, DVR recorder that hooks up. Should I tell them about that so that when they come, they can also have that and make one trip? Or how would I coordinate that? Okay. Thank you.
We are here, we will make sure. No, the morning is good. Yes. Okay, call me in the morning. I say, hey, Almas, I am here. Even if I'm sitting, that's looking and plugging. They already plug it out.
It has like two. One is the telephone, one is the phone. Usually I find the telephone, the data wire, full. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it needs to be reset. Because of the data overload, it stops. All I have to do is just unplug it and plug it.
But she's saying the housekeeping may be using that plug.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but where is it? It is too out? Because housekeeping. They use the bedroom. They use the outside bedroom.
Mostly in this case, what I've seen is data overload that needs to be reset. Yes, mostly that's the case.
You have to reset it again. So
I remember I come in, unplug it, like for 20 seconds, I put it back.
Sometimes they have I told them that one time they got me he told me, well, next time you might have to sign the book and then
yeah, but maybe you need to change the phone system. Maybe that's what is not taking it.
Yeah, the server is relatively old. I need to get a new server.
I'm glad you enjoyed
It's
it.
better to get a new server because it's getting old. When it gets old, I know I haven't told you. I have to try it.
Well, I'm glad you guys think that.
Leave a request for it. Your phone company, is it Comcast?
I'll use that. Yeah, this one I don't talk about that long.
my son just left to go on town. And so like, he can
Yeah, so, but you need to order new. This is about time to change it. So that all.
Do you want to see anything tomorrow?
Yes, I will come tomorrow. You just call me and we come.
Yeah, we'll come together.
Yes. 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 You're welcome. I'm very getting out of
Think of the nation as an extended family for whose sake they would be willing to sacrifice their own self-interest and even their lives. None of this stifled imperialist attitudes during the first half of the 20th century. The ancient habit of using military force for economic advantage was still alive and well and still justified by social Darwinism. But brutal force was not just used to control less powerful parts of the world for commercial advantage, it was also used in bitter confrontations between the most powerful societies. In seeking to protect their access to raw resources and markets, modern states did not hesitate to use war to pursue their interests. This came...
All right, we're going to go to 420 to the kitchen. Yes, 4 o'clock. We're going to raise the podium. And then we say, take your text, we have a Yes, 20 minutes, we'll see.
Yeah.